Hi, Debbie Chu here from Chew on Vegan, and welcome back to my kitchen. Starting with this video and through the month of January, I'm going to be focusing on videos that are going to help you to get back on track. I myself, probably like some of you, maybe overindulged over the holidays, and now I want to focus more on the basics of the Starch Solution and the 50-50 plate. If you're not familiar with the Starch Solution, it is a program that was developed by Dr. John McDougall. He wrote a book called The Starch Solution, which kind of lays out the whole program, but basically it's a starch-centered diet where you eat half your plate starches, like whole food starches like potatoes and rice, and the other half non-starchy vegetables. I also want to focus on foods that are calorie dilute and nutrient dense, which will be your green leafy vegetables, your non-starchy vegetables, your potatoes, your rice, your beans, even tofu, which is what I'm going to be featuring today. I think tofu gets a bad rap, but it is a really good, solid, plant-based protein. And I don't eat tofu every day, but I do definitely incorporate it into my diet. I'm going to be showing you how to make 2 different recipes preparing the tofu one way. So if you want more information on the Starch Solution, I will leave a link in the description box for the book, The Starch Solution, so you can learn more about it yourself. In addition, I started a Facebook group, which I will link below in the description box. It's basically a group that will just help us support each other, inspire each other, maybe hold us accountable with some tips and tricks. I'll be posting recipes in there and some words of wisdom and tips and things like that. And I just want it to be a safe place where we can, talk about our wins as well as our struggles. So those are the kind of things that you're gonna find on my channel. So I hope that you'll subscribe and hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video, which is every Tuesday and Saturday. You can also follow me on Instagram and Facebook for more plant-based inspiration. So let's get started on this tofu recipe. So we're gonna start with a block of firm or extra firm tofu, which I have in my tofu press here, which helps get a lot of the moisture out of the tofu and helps it give it a nice texture when you're cooking it. If there's a lot of moisture left in, it can have kind of a mushy taste, and I'm not a fan of that. In this first dish will be a stir fry, and of course veggies and rice will be the star of this dish, but we are also going to add some tofu, and the way I cook this tofu is my favorite. Once I learned how to cook tofu, I really liked it. I wasn't too big of a fan before, but once I learned this method, it's changed everything. So I think you'll like it as well. So you can cut your tofu however you'd like. You can make it in cubes. Right now, I'm just gonna kind of make it in strips or steaks. So I just take this block and I cut it down the middle here. And then I just cut each one of these in half. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cut each one of these in half. So I guess these would be strips. So I've got a skillet heating up on medium-high heat, and I'm just gonna put my tofu in here. And then we're gonna let this go for about 5 minutes. You don't really wanna mess with it or touch it. You wanna get a nice caramelization on that side. And then we're gonna flip it and make sure that we get all sides nice and golden. So this is the color you want to achieve, and that, like I said, was about 4 or 5 minutes. So we're gonna do all 4 sides so they get nice and golden. And then I will show you how you put everything together. So now these have sauteed on all sides, and I'm sure you've noticed there was no oil in the pan. You want to use a dry pan, no added oil needed. Now I'm going to add some coconut aminos, a couple tablespoons, and you have to move a little bit quickly because this is going, all the sugars in the coconut aminos, they will kind of caramelize, So you just want to add that and move it around. Give it a good stir so you get all the sides coated. And you can see how it's starting to caramelize. This is the best. So I just let this go for a minute or two, just kind of moving it around, trying to get that yummy coconut aminos that's caramelized onto this tofu. At this point, I just turn the heat off, and then we're gonna put it together. So I just sauteed some stir-fry veggies with a little bit of coconut aminos and some red pepper flakes. I've got my rice, and then I took 3 of these little strips, and I'm just gonna cut these in cubes and add them to the stir-fry. And then I just finish it off with a little bit of my Date Lady sweet chili sauce. And a few, look at that, I made a mess. A few little sesame seeds. And that's it, and that's meal 1 with my glazed tofu. What I love is that the natural sugars occurring in the coconut aminos just caramelize all over the surface of the tofu. It is absolutely delicious. And as you can see, we have a beautiful 50-50 plate, rice and veggies, and a little bit of plant protein with the tofu thrown in. So now let's move on to our second recipe. Another fun way I like to use this tofu is to make lettuce wraps. It's great for on-the-go meals, for work, or if you're running out the door. These are perfect. So I've got a little bit of cucumber. It's great to use up leftover stuff like this is about to go bad. So I'm going to use cucumber. I've got avocado and some carrots, and of course our tofu. So I'm just going to shred the carrot up. Chop up the cucumber. And of course our tofu, we just want to make these in more bite-sized pieces. I would say about this size. So you're going to add a little cucumber, a little bit of your shredded carrot, and then a little bit of your tofu. Going to cooperate with me. Sometimes they don't cooperate. That's okay. And then a little bit of avocado. Now again, this is a little bit higher in fat, so if you're trying to lose weight, you can skip this part. But I'm not really trying to lose weight, I'm just want to maintain. And so I'm going to eat a little bit of this avocado, which will be just fine. And there you have a nice little lettuce wrap with that beautiful glazed tofu. So those are the 2 dishes for today. 2 great ways to use your tofu. I forgot to mention on the lettuce wraps, you could drizzle a little barbecue sauce on there or more of that sweet chili sauce if you want. Or you could just eat them as is. But anyway, these are 2 that are my staples in my diet. I love both of these. I mean, this sometimes I just will make for a snack. If I'm home on a weekend, it's a quick little snack. Very satisfying. So thanks for watching today. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And I will also be leaving that link to my new Facebook group. So if you would like to join that, I would love it. Also, I almost have 5,000 subscribers, so I would really appreciate it if you subscribe today. That would make my goal of 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I appreciate each and every one of you for all your support and following me over these years. It's been really fun. So leave a comment below, subscribe, like, share, and join my Facebook group. Until next time, thank you.